Okay, let's see what audio sounds like. Are we good? Seems fine to me. Let's, if I have resume game, where does it bring us? Because we did finish it last time. We finished a playthrough. Okay, it just takes us back to the menu. So we do need to hit new game. Starting a new game will erase your save data. I'm aware of that. Fine about that. Brand new game. We are.
You're listening to
Shapeshifting.
Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock, and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Huh? Who are you?
Exactly. Rewind.
Wait, what? Wait, what? What? That didn't happen last time, did it? I can skip. Oh, I see.
You know why you're
delete
here, don't you?
The answer, and then he's fine.
Then humor
yes.
me. The dead girl. And this.
I still don't know what that is.
What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time?
I don't know.
It's a rhetorical
Sure.
question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Splendid.
Loud and clear.
If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated.
Alright, what if I just tell them that I'm a shapeshifter? Can I do that?
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And
Yeah, what if
never,
I expect to use
ever
my ability to
change
have
into a
fun?
child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In
Yeah, can I skip as much as this? Let's see if we'll
Yes.
be here as long as it takes.
It's just you and some
Visitors.
tarot readers at the moment. Yes, the murder.
The murder. Uh-huh.
Chief
The
DuPont.
chief.
He's the one. You look lost. You should probably.
You don't believe?
Predicting the future.
That sounded
Yeah,
serious.
sure, I believe.
You must have a serious job to do. Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Pleased to meet you, Bronwyn. I'm Sam.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading.
Sure,
So-
go for it.
What's your question, Sam?
Question is, are you guilty?
The Page of Cups.
Which
It
means
suggests I'm innocent of whatever it is I'm being accused of.
It's
I'm gonna be
funny how
seeing a
you
lot
pull
more
that
of you,
card out
aren't
of
I,
your
Sam?
ass, isn't it?
I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam? Good.
Yeah, last on
We're
the
neighbours.
left.
Just knock if you need me.
But I still felt the thump of solid body connecting with my car. There simply was no denying that sickening thump. When my car finally skidded to a full stop, I thought my heart would burst from my chest. It was pounding so hard.
Good, you got my
Who's
message.
Chief?
Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you... Well, we both
Yep,
know
yep.
that's not true.
Yes,
Yes.
Dorota Shaw.
Because they predicted it.
Taros?
The It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot? Because things. I don't have enough on her.
Things.
Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. You don't get
Yeah, where's
that.
my badge and
There's no
gun?
badge and gun, just a hope and a promise. Come and find me when you're settled.
Liam.
This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
Yes.
What do you want to know?
Tell me about her.
Don't read the paper, do you? Do
what's
I
your
have an...
alibi?
In her bedroom.
Or was she killed? Her bedroom?
Boy
Tell me
here,
about Violet.
runs the local guest house. She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone. Not much. Perhaps you should do some
Okay.
Unfastening my seatbelt,
Back to the guest
making
house.
myself open the car door.
And
The
let's...
interior lights
turn
came
the radio
on,
off.
and the annoying ding sounded to
Rather, I can-
remind me that the keys were still in the ignition. I left my door open as I cautiously walked back towards a body that
Well, I
lay
guess we'll just leave it on.
unnaturally twisted atop the pavement.
Oh wow, there's a lot.
I wanted to say I was breathing.
I don't know if I could turn that off. Okay. So, our next move, we should visit...
I assume you've been to
Everyone.
see Chief DuPont already.
Yeah. So, how did you
Not
know
really.
Dorota? Okay.
Yes,
Precious
a lamb.
lamb.
Young. Nice, yes, that's a good...
So she was
Sorry.
slutty.
I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend.
There's a boyfriend. Right, and where does he live?
Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already.
And the other guest?
They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually.
Yeah, no, don't do that. They're part of this investigation. Can't do that.
Demands already? I'm only thinking of doing it.
Yeah, but I'm telling you to stop thinking. What
It's
were
the
you doing
strangest
last night?
thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere. I've driven by
Ever been
it.
to Dorota's?
Never actually been in it.
And what about these pills?
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a
You
very
think they're for
anxious
anxiety?
person.
Do you know if they're for anxiety? But I'm pretty sure it's for schizophrenia.
I don't know, Dr. Sam. You tell me.
Alright. See, we'll see a
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way.
Ran.
Pleased to meet you, Sam.
I'm Sam.
Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way. So it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me.
I don't mind cold showers. I'm fine. Right, so what do you know about Dorota?
I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician.
Interesting. Uh-huh. And what's the connection here?
Not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there.
Alright, yeah, that's what a kid would say.
Spoken like the true killer. Posing as a detective, trying to frame someone else for the murder.
You know, bitch, we might be. Yeah, how did you
We
predict
did a reading.
the murder?
A group reading, actually. With a special
Interesting.
tarot deck.
And what's that
You get
value?
it piecemeal. Not everything in one reading. The last one we did showed a young woman being murdered. Young, talented, probably red-headed.
Yeah, what about the special
Mercury?
deck?
It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck.
Right, right.
I don't
see
have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
Alright, and can you account for your whereabouts last
I
night?
was in my room.
Can you
Praying,
verify
actually.
that?
I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work.
Curious. What do you
I
believe
don't
in?
believe in anything. But I also believe
Then why
anything is
pray if you
possible,
don't believe?
so... it's a conundrum.
Certainly would seem.
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
Ms. Lexi, how did you know?
I don't know anyone in
Dorota?
this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
Uh-huh. But you knew she was going
Good
to
old-fashioned
die.
fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is? Nah, the devil's
devil.
cool. The tarot one, I mean, not the actual one. I'm not a devil worshipper.
Alright then, what is the most dangerous card?
The Five of
Death?
Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous
Sure.
than someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost.
And you drew the Five of Swords
Yeah,
for Dorota.
I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know,
Is that like double
swords
the
in
murder?
general are bad.
Yeah, well, what's your business
The cards told
here?
us to. Well, the cards of Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction, and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is. No.
And you just do whatever
Well, yeah.
they say.
Well, no. We have a job to do.
Right.
I didn't say
which is-
job. I said job.
Okay, what's a job?
Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chop,
Right.
and depending on the shape of that chop, we get different answers to questions.
Do you want a shovel to dig that hole any deeper? Because I know you're lying.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I was in my
You
room
did
all night
last night.
with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails. You can ask
Can you prove
Bronwyn.
it?
We were together.
Right.
Not together. That sounded kinkier than I meant it to.
Okay, well, how well do you know her, if not together?
She's like my big
together?
sister, so pretty well. No.
Think she killed Dorota? Okay, I'll leave you be, for now. Lastly, Bronwyn.
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
Yeah, no, I have some
Chief
questions
Dupont
about
thinks
the
I
murder.
did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise. All I'm asking is
why
that you
should
dig
I?
a little deeper than the chief. I had nothing to do with Dorota's death.
Except for the part where you and your cohorts predicted she'd
We
die.
saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team.
And you predicted the murder through cards,
We saw it in the
correct?
cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
Can't you ask who the
Not
killer
these
is?
cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
And you can't for your whereabouts at 9
In
p.m.
my room,
last night.
reading. I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas.
So
Thank
you
God
and
Lexi saved me.
Lexi were together in her room, but you say that it was in your room. And you didn't leave
No,
your room all
not
night.
at all. Lexi popped
Not
in
even
and
to
we
go to
chatted for a
breakfast.
bit, but
Okay, so
That's all.
you two of you are lying. And you find Violet
I said
is
the book
trashy.
was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
Can I see the special tarot deck?
Mercury. Sure,
Yes, that one.
I'll just get it.
Yeah, go get
It
it.
feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam?
Sure. Anything to inspect these cards.
It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now. Mercury doesn't
Yeah.
agree. In fact, if anything, and I could be wrong, it's suggesting that you're not even the person you're saying you are now. I've only had that reading once before.
What are you trying to say? Okay, to the room. And now it's time for the polymorphing. Okay, skip this. We will start with Chief Dupont.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief Dupont.
Who knows whether you've made the
we'll
right
work our way
decision
down the
or
list.
not, Claude.
First name basis, okay. Yeah, how's
Overly
Bronwyn doing?
nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide.
What was it I asked you to do again?
You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude. You're a bit young to be losing your marbles already.
What were
Says
you
the
doing
girl
last
on
night?
schizophrenia meds. What were you doing last night?
Claude, we've been through this. I honestly don't remember. I checked my
That's a little
diary and there's
iffy.
no entry, so I was probably here, as always.
How can you not
You
remember?
can't
Violet?
not
don't know.
remember?
Which is exactly what I said in my statement. Don't try and get me to contradict myself.
Fine. Moving on.
Chief
Bronwyn.
Dupont. What a pleasant surprise. I think we've covered just about everything twice over, but if you think I'm hiding something...
Who are you really, Bronwyn?
Yeah, who are you really?
Does it bother you, Chief Dupont? Knowing there are things in this world that aren't black and white. You don't know what to file me under, and that makes you uncomfortable. Or perhaps you've already made up your mind about me. Why don't you tell me who you think I am?
You're a con artist.
I think you're a con artist.
I haven't asked anyone for a penny.
Sure.
Good evening, Chief Dupont.
Dorota's family. What does the tarot say about them?
Yeah, what does the tarot say about the extended family of Mr.
I can do a reading if you want.
Yes.
Sure, go for it.
It's the Five of Cups. It talks about loss and dealing with that loss. I don't think you need a tarot reader to interpret that one.
Bronwyn never been arrested?
Bronwyn never had any trouble with the law?
Not since I've met her. She's a lawful good type character. If you play D&D.
I do.
Lexi ever been in trouble with the police?
What about
No.
Lexi?
Not to my knowledge. She's sweet and innocent. Or haven't you picked up on that yet?
We'll leave him be. An eye for Lexi.
Tell me about Bronwyn.
Yeah, tell us about
She's
Bronwyn.
an Aquarius. Her favourite colour is green.
That's not what I want to know.
Is she your leader? Are you
You
prepared
to go to jail for
Jail? What for? I haven't done anything wrong.
obstruction
aiding
of
and abetting
justice.
a criminal?
I'll aid and abet Bronwyn to the day I die, but she's not a criminal.
Why are you here in August?
And what were
Nothing.
you doing last night?
I mean, I was here all night. This cat's on a... Bron can vouch for me.
Why are you here in August?
Well, it's
what's
not
your
for the
business
nightlife,
here?
I can tell you that. This is where the cards told us to go. I guess you could call it destiny.
and you just follow where the cards
Do you know anyone
say.
here?
No, I can honestly swear I don't know any Augustives? Augustonians? Augustins until we got here.
I think we've exhausted Chief Dupont. Back to the room.
Find somewhere.
And we will become Violet.
What's going on,
Let's visit
Violet?
the Chief.
Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm okay. No.
No, I'm not okay.
What's the matter?
The new detective.
The murder that happened
The new.
in
I don't
in
feel-
my house.
You can feel safe. I've already got somebody posted outside the guest house. It's an unmarked car, but you know Danny, don't you? Leyland's kid? Any problems, you let him know. Off you go. I'm being subtle. I don't want to see you back here, okay? You got anything to report, give me a call. Any problems, talk to Danny. Danny, remember?
Danny.
Right.
We
Who's
just talked
Danny?
about this. I said I'd post somebody this morning, and I did. Then I told you it was Danny. Take the pills, Violet. Take the pills.
Back to the guest house.
You don't trust me,
Bronwyn.
do you, Violet? Is it because I read tarot? Why don't you
No,
let
it's
me pull a
because you
card?
found my dirty book.
No, thank you. Okay.
Great. What do you want to know about?
How did
The
you like the book?
murder.
That's
I think
my
the
love
tarot
life.
wants to ask a different question, but...
What is Violet's love life
The
like?
devil. You're letting yourself be manipulated by someone who isn't good for you. Or
I thought the
maybe
devil
it means
card
you're having
wasn't the bad
fantastic
one, though.
sex. You might like playing the victim.
Did you sleep well last?
Sleep
Yes,
well last
thank
night?
you.
I
Even
didn't
during
see
the
you
murder?
Yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't see
I
you
stayed in my
yesterday,
room. You can ask Lexi. That reminds me, I think I found a book of yours. It's called He Came Through the Shadows.
What make?
Mrs.
Really?
Gallagher. An unexpected pleasure.
How long are you planning to
How long are
be
you
here?
planning to
In
be
town?
here?
I really don't know. Until the tarot tells us to leave. Or you kick us out, obviously.
How did you know Dorota was going to die? Why do you think?
Yeah,
the
why do you think the
police
police suspect
No, that's
Bronwyn?
a very good question. Logically speaking, you'd assume all three of us were in on it. Or none of us.
Yeah. Curious. Curious indeed.
Hello, Violet. Is everything okay? Ignore the mess, I was just going to tidy it up.
Did you have a pleasant...
Great, thanks. The room's really lovely.
But you weren't in this room, were you?
Yeah, you weren't in this room.
Oh no, was I sleepwalking again? I haven't done that since... for ages. I didn't come into your room, did I?
Oh, yes.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I do that. It only seems to happen when there's a lot of bad energy floating around. Bronwyn says I just stand there and stare. I didn't catch you, not sleeping, did I?
Okay. We'll skip Bronwyn for the time being. We'll see her to the end. We'll go straight to Ren. And
Ren,
visit the chief.
I'm busy. You gonna turn yourself in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to see me when I'm angry. A woman is dead. Go play card games somewhere else or whatever the hell it is you do.
I did it. Here to turn myself in. You asked, and here I am. Oh. Violet's not there.
Have you met the new detective
Bronwyn?
yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
And whose
Sam's onto
problem
us.
do you think is that? Do you
Onto
think
what
he's onto us?
exactly?
The real reason we're here. The real...
Sam's
the
not a
real
mind
reason why we're
reader.
here.
At least I don't think so. Just try not to let anything slip.
Rain, I'm
Lexi?
so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do?
Why are you worried about Bronwyn?
Yeah, why are you
The
worried?
chief thinks she killed Dorota.
Maybe she did.
That's all she's got to say. Back to the room. Lexi. He'll cab
is it,
to
Miss
the
Taylor?
chief.
Why did you hire Sam? Who would want to kill Dorota? Dorota's
His
boyfriend.
boyfriend?
You
Or her
met him?
boyfriend seems sweet.
Miss Taylor, is that a contradiction?
Sorry, I meant.
Yes.
Why did you?
I didn't hire Sam, the Shaw family did.
No, they didn't.
Tarot cards tell you that. Listen, Sam gets results. Nobody knows how, but the results are got. I want the killer found as quickly as possible. You got a problem with that?
Who would want to kill Dorota?
You doing your own investigation? Great.
Bronwyn thinks you've got it in for her.
I go after bad guys. If she's a bad guy, then I've got it in for her.
Why weren't the police protecting Dorota?
In hindsight, that does look like a good idea, doesn't it? We didn't believe you. We still don't.
Are Dorota's family safe?
Why? What are you going to do?
Nobody's safe.
I've got my eye on you, Lexi Taylor. Lexi. Rain. Are they even your real names?
Probably not. I mean, I'm pretty sure we learned last time that Rand's real name is very Russian sounding.
What's up, Lexi?
Bronwyn.
I'm sensing
Almost forgot to talk
something's
to
on your
Bronwyn and
mind.
Rand.
I'm worried about her alibi.
Yeah, worried about her alibi.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. You're just fine.
Do you think Sam suspects?
Yeah, am I really
Absolutely.
fine?
As long as we're both saying we were in my room last night, everything will be fine.
I said we were in my room.
I said we were in my room.
Lexi. I thought we agreed. It's fine. It's fine. I shouldn't have made you do it. Don't say anything else. If Sam asks, I'll deal with it.
Uh-huh.
Something's
Rand.
weird, isn't it? Bron seems strange today.
How
Strange
are you?
high.
Do you think Bronwyn might get falsely imprisoned? It happens all the time.
you looking to take over?
No. I'm just worried.
Okay. Back to the room. And now we become Bronwyn.
Miss Castle.
To the chief.
I'm surprised to see you here.
I didn't kill Dorota.
Yeah, no, I
You're a
didn't do
prime
it.
suspect. And your alibi is that you were in the guest house with another prime suspect at the time. It doesn't look good for you.
Have you got a problem?
Everyone has a problem with you, Bronwyn. I can arrest you for something right now. How does perverting the
Really?
course of
Like
justice sound?
Oh,
Kinky.
yeah.
Oh, you are pushing me today, young lady.
Back to the guest house.
Is there something
Ms.
I can help
Valid.
with, Miss Castle?
I hope we're not being too much trouble.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota would be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
You strike me as someone brave.
Uh-huh.
Why would I run?
Why would I
Prime
run if I'm
suspect,
innocent?
aren't you? You look strong
Yeah, but if
enough
I'm
to
innocent-
strangle another woman. Even if you're innocent, a jury would probably convict you.
Funny enough,
Even
you
if I'm
also
innocent,
look pretty
you look
strong,
strong
enough
enough
to
to
strangle another
Well,
woman.
If you can't pay for your rooms, you might just find out.
Are you threatening me?
Ron, are you
Is
okay?
it Lexi?
I'm not okay.
Well, if you're worried,
Yeah, no,
I should
I'm
be worried.
not okay.
Why are you worried? Should I be worried?
Are you?
Only if you are. This could go on in circles for a while. Let's just keep cool and stay in our rooms.
Rin.
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the Dorota
Well,
thing?
it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
Yeah, all
As
right.
in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it?
Yes,
Yeah, what do you mean stop it?
If it's a traveller killing things.
Traveller?
What's a
Bron,
traveller?
you're acting weird. Are you still you?
Of course. No.
No.
Bron? If that's you, then who the hell are you? Wait. Who are you? Who are you?
Oh, fuck.
Who are you?
He pulled out his rosary beads. Accidentally, Whew. That was funny. Accidentally revealed myself as a shapeshifter to him. Now return to Sam.
Before you even open your mouth, I'd just like to remind everyone around here that I did not kill Dorota. Question after question after question after question. If Chief DuPont thought it was me, I'd still be at the station. So can we please talk about something else?
Girl's blowing a gasket on me.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival.
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Okay, there's the first art. Let's just go to the next chapter. And let's
Who are you?
visit Oscar. I'm a shapeshifting
You're
detective.
what? Get out of here before I call the police.
Oh, wow.
Any more news on Oscar Wainwright?
Yeah, he said he
I'm a
wanted
bit
to
busy,
talk.
Sam. Maybe you can go on my behalf.
And I'm not busy. You hired me to...
Just the tarot readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to them.
Yeah, I'd had the
Oscar?
boyfriend.
Have you spoken to him yet? It's not him.
Back to the guest house then. And let's see. Violet. Yeah, do you think Oscar killed Dorota?
Vicar's son? No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam?
Hmm. You know
Know
about
about you? Or what is there to know about you, Sam? I just mean people have an act. A facade. Oscar seems nice, but for all I know, he tears pretty girls apart.
Right. And why would someone
She
kill
flaunts
Dorota?
herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother?
Yeah, sounds like you know quite a
Not
bit
really,
about her. Not that
just
in all.
gossip. Apparently she went to have some portrait photos done and started stripping off. Weston's photographic. Zach Weston. He'll get himself into trouble one of these days.
Uh-huh. Why trouble?
If you keep taking pictures of pretty girls in their underwear, somebody's going to get upset.
What about the Zach
Zach's the
Weston?
local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking.
And where would I find him at?
At Weston's photographic? Off the high road? It's late, but he's always there.
And how do you
I have a
know
good
that?
memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
Yeah, you seem like the grudge-holding type. To Bronwyn. Yeah, Lexi says your alibis aren't adding up.
She gets easily confused. Youth of today.
Yeah, no. Tell me
Fine.
the truth.
Jeeve Dupont was breathing down our necks, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls
weren't
weren't separating our
together.
rooms, then technically it'd be true.
Yeah, but the walls are separating the rooms, so technically you're full of shit.
To
So why
protect
lie?
Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie.
Mm-hmm.
Rain's a
What
big
about
boy,
Rain?
he can handle himself. Besides, I'd be highly suspicious if Rain claimed to be doing anything else other than reading on a Monday night. That's pretty much all he does every night.
Yeah. And have you met Dorota's boyfriend?
Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking.
You contacted her spirit?
No. I wouldn't know how. I'm a tarot reader, not a medium. Maybe I should have pretended, though. Made up some fake message from her to give him some comfort.
And why didn't
You lie once, and you just have to keep going, don't you?
Sam,
Onward to Rin.
what can I do for you?
Yeah, Laxi mentioned something
We're trying
about
to
job.
save people.
Well,
I
it
said
ain't
we're
working.
trying. We have a gift. We have Mercury, the tarot. It tells us where
yes,
bad
the,
things are going to happen, and
funky
we
cards
try
I'm
and
not
stop
allowed to
them.
see. And Darota's name came up in the
We
tarot.
didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name.
Ouija board. So not the tarot.
It kinda did. It's hard getting an exact name out of 78 cards, but considering we'd never heard of Dorota Shaw, it painted a pretty good picture otherwise.
Uh-huh. Can you just use the Ouija on its own? No?
Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest.
Right. Tell me more about this
Once we
Ouija
thought
board.
there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out Dorota.
And how does that work?
This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if
Yeah.
Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveller who died here.
That makes no
Yes.
sense.
Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible. If we accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities.
Interesting.
Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. Let me ask Bronwyn.
Travelers.
If she
Where you
says
going
it's
with
okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it.
Hi Sam, back from war already?
Yeah, tell me about the Ouija board.
Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device. Want to know how it works?
Sure,
Cool,
let's
okay.
hear it.
So Ouija
I'll
boards send us
indulge.
messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world?
Yeah.
I mean, there's planets and stars in space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that. With so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me?
Oh yeah, hooked on
Ah,
every
you're
word.
sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead. I know.
Wow.
Mind-blowing.
Wow. Why did you lie about your alibi?
I didn't.
You did?
How did you find out? Am I in trouble?
Yep, it is obstruction of justice.
It was only a little white lie, nothing else. It wasn't even that much of a lie. We're both here, in the guest house. We just happen to be in different rooms. If I had proof,
proof of
why
that?
wouldn't I make this all up? I'm sorry, Sam, I really am. I know how this must look, but I couldn't kill anything, honest.
And what about Darota's boyfriend?
No, I think Bronwyn met him, though. This morning.
When?
He only wanted to see her. I guess he didn't want anyone else to hear what he had to say.
Alright. And what
Traveller?
about this traveller?
That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it?
You tell me. Rin told me
Oh,
all
did he
about
now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel? Cheeky? Are you flirting with me?
Maybe.
Oh dear, am I blushing again? There's a murder to solve. Maybe you should do that first, then me. No, not like that.
Oh, that's funny. I think it's time.
Your
we did a
ability isn't
little
endless. It will run
shapeshifting.
out at some point.
Yeah. Let's become Bronwyn.
I'm truly sorry about Dorota. I didn't see you here
Yeah, I
last
didn't
night.
see you
What
last
are you
night.
implying?
That it
It's
could be
just
you.
suspicious.
I didn't even know the girl. You predicted her murder. Who's more suspicious?
I'm truly sorry about Dorota.
Okay, well, I'm sorry about
I
it.
don't
but
really
what do you
know
mean?
her. I saw her pictures in the newspaper. Can't
Yeah,
remember
what
what
about those
for
boudoir
right
stuff
now.
that you said she had done? Were they in the newspaper? Huh? Huh?
You can tell Sam about Birmingham.
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check.
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
What did you tell the police you were doing last night?
I told them the truth, that I was in my room. I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
Well, that would
Why
have
should
been
we
smart,
do
wouldn't
another
it?
reading? The police think
Yeah,
it's me.
police think it's
Looks
me.
that way. Have you been feeling possessed lately?
Why possessed?
You're
What
kidding,
am I
right?
Why possessed?
Bron, I'm so glad you're here. We need to talk.
Is something wrong?
No one can hear us, right? I mean, I'm assuming this room isn't bugged, although knowing Violet, there's probably cameras everywhere.
You think Violet's a voyeur?
Probably. I don't know. She has that look about her, don't you think? Like she knows something she's not letting on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's cameras hidden in the wardrobe.
What have you got to hide?
Nothing. Though I'd rather she didn't see me dancing around in my underwear. I only do that for people I love.
Do you?
Of course I do, Bron. See? And now that's on film. I hope you enjoyed that, Violet. Listen, we need to talk about our alibi.
What
About how you
I know you
fucked
said
it?
it would be better if we said we were together, but lying about your alibi, that's pretty serious. Are you sure it was a good idea?
We should do whatever it takes.
You're acting like we've got something to hide. Bron, is there something you're not telling me? Why'd you ask me to lie? Were you really in your room all night?
Yes.
Where were you?
No.
Bron, don't mess me around, you're scaring me.
I'm just kidding. I was here all night. I was at...
Well, I was at Dorota's house.
No. No, you weren't. I don't know why you're saying that, but I know Bronwyn Castle and she's no murderer. Just drop the act.
Oh, we'll exhaust this. To the chief.
Miss Castle. More unexpected pleasures.
What did Dorota's boyfriend say about me?
Something about a message you wouldn't deliver? Did you want him to be a special friend? Is that why you killed his
What are you
girlfriend?
insinuating?
I didn't kill Dorota. You have...
Yeah, no, you have
You
no
don't
proof
know
of
what
that.
we've got, Miss Castle. That's between Sam and I.
I was nowhere near Dorota last night.
Yeah, well, I was nowhere near.
You said you were with another one of the readers. All I'm saying is that Violet didn't recall seeing any of you.
Violet doesn't remember where she was.
Yeah, you said Violet doesn't even know where she
Tell me
was.
She's playing with you to get you to open up.
To Oscar.
Didn't expect you to come back. Have you contacted Dorota?
No. Yes, Yes. Yes. She forgives you.
Yeah, she forgives you.
Really? You actually spoke to her? Did she say anything else? Is she okay? Who killed her?
It's hazy. That's all I got.
Okay, that's okay. She forgives me. I guess she didn't have time to elaborate.
I'm sorry the police ignored our prediction.
It's okay, just... How did you know? How did you come up with a name and then...
Pseudoscience, mumbo jumbo.
She's gone.
Something,
She's not
something,
gone.
Ouija board,
She's waiting to
something,
pass.
something.
How
I
could
get someone
someone
get
eat-
into the bedroom.
The usual way?
Do you get on with Dorota's family?
Not really. Especially not now. I'm convinced I got her into the wrong crowd or something. Am I really a bad
And did you?
influence?
Yes.
Bad influence, bad influence. I don't think you are.
No.
Thanks, Bronwyn. I know it's a bit soon, but maybe we can grab coffee sometime? Just to chat about things.
Man wants to move on
No.
fast.
Yes. That would be nice.
Let's
I
see
like
where
you,
this
Bronwyn.
goes.
How about soon? How about tonight? I can come to the guest house?
It's a little
No, you
soon.
c-
Your girlfriend
sure.
just died, but okay.
So it's a date? Sort of. I'll see you soon.
Time for the date.
Hi. Hey. Hello.
I'm gonna pressure him this time and
Sorry,
see
I'm
if
not
he'll
used to
crack.
dating so soon.
I'm actually not in the mood anymore. It's okay.
Yeah, let's just take it
I
slow.
wasn't sure I was thinking on doing anything, physical.
Get up in the bed.
Get up on the bed.
I really don't think I'm ready for this.
Sorry, I don't. Shh, baby.
Yeah,
a
no,
little
just
pressure
a
down.
little.
No, wait,
pressure.
please. Can you just get off me, please?
I want you inside me.
Get off me! Get off! I can't do this. I don't care what the chief wants. I just can't. How can you want to sleep with me? Did you kill her? Did you kill Dorota?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, you did.
No.
You liar, you did.
Hey, you came to my room. Well, let's just work our way down the list with Chief DuPont.
Hi, Hi. Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Why is Sam still questioning me? Do I need to
Everyone
go on Mr.
is a
Hedges
suspect. What's a Mr. Hedges?
again? Exactly. Mr. Hedges, the man you asked me to put up, who then, died.
And then?
And then
And then
we
what?
buried him together so nobody would find out any of this ringing any bells.
We buried.
Not literally speaking. You took the body and you said you'd bury it, but, I'm an accomplice. We'd both be going down.
Curious. Curious.
You have a recognizable knock, Chief DuPont. I'll remember not to
Yeah,
answer
no.
next time.
Do you know Rose's boyfriend?
Yeah, what about you and
I've
Dora's
met him
boyfriend?
once, yes.
That's not what he's
Just
saying.
the once.
Unless I've got a body double walking around. Yes. Just the once. We talked in confidence. You'll need to ask him if you want the juicy details.
Fuck. Rin is gone. Lexi, also gone. I guess
Chief
we'll go
DuPont,
see
there's
Oscar.
been loads of people coming over asking questions. I don't even know half of them.
Has Sam been to see you? The detective?
No? Wait, I get it now. Yeah, someone dropped by. I'm not speaking to them though.
You should.
Really? Alright. but I don't think they're taking Dorota's murder seriously enough.
Did Dorota collect coins?
Yeah, what about did she collect
Not that I
coins?
know of. She collected thimbles. She said she didn't need any.
Like thimbles?
She had hard calluses on her fingers from all the cello.
So why did she collect
In
them?
Dorota's bedroom. Did Dorota have any?
Did she have any
Maybe
enemies?
anyone else going for a Juilliard scholarship? But other than that, not really.
Alright. Who do we want now? I'm thinking Ran.
Rain, can I help?
About last night,
Yeah,
Was
about
there
last
a
night.
problem?
my tap was dripping, but I
Dripping? Maybe I was in my bedroom. That's out of bounds to you.
Would you know? Right.
Don't forget the group reading,
Bronwyn?
Ray. By which I mean, if you see Lexi, tell her not to forget the group reading.
What's the plan?
Yeah, well,
We
what is
still
the plan?
don't know what we're dealing with. There's every
So there is
chance
no
that it
plan.
could just be a normal human murder.
What
As
if it's
opposed
not
to a
normal human murder?
non-normal inhuman murder. Got it.
Then we have to assume that it's some kind of traveller.
Like in Birmingham?
Yeah, like in Birmingham.
Lexi?
What do you think of Sam?
Yeah, what do you
Oh,
think
I'll
of
totally
Sam?
hit that. Apart from the whole investigating Bronwyn for murder thing, of course. But that's a minor flaw. I can work around it.
I hear
Really? Well, you know, I'm not surprised. I am a total babe.
Uh-huh. See, let's become Lexi.
Hi, I'm Lexi. Oh, I'm Lexi.
Bronwyn.
Dorota had a boyfriend.
Oscar,
What about
the
this
guy I met this
boyfriend?
morning?
Yeah.
The one I told you about. Yes.
What did he want?
Yeah, what did he want
Answers.
exactly?
Reassurance.
That's very vague. Also very vague.
Forgiveness.
Very
Do you
vague.
think he killed her?
Not considering what he asked me to do.
Ran.
I feel sad for Oscar.
Bronwyn said to stay away from him and the family. We're drawing too much attention to ourselves. We won't be able to finish our job.
Job?
Are you wearing a
Which
wire?
is-
You know why we're here. Don't make me say it.
Say it.
Oh. Time for Oscar. And with Oscar, we want to talk to... These three aren't going to speak to us.
Oscar
so
Wainwright.
Violet and
What
the
a
Chief.
surprise.
Oh, she actually has nothing to say. Cab to the Chief.
Oscar? What are you doing here?
I want to help.
I know. We
Why?
to find evidence.
That did nothing for us. I guess we'll return to Sam and see if Oscar is willing to talk to us now. Because I think we spooked him earlier when we told him that we're a shape-shifting detective. Yeah, did you see Dorota yesterday?
Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, hanging out. I left at about 5.
Mm-hmm. And what about 9 last
Playing
night? Where
football.
were you?
It's just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up.
Right. How long were you dating?
Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other.
Was she seeing
No.
anyone else?
Why?
Because she was killed in her bedroom.
Chief DuPont said there was no signs of anything like that.
Possible the killer was
What, you
hiding
mean
in the
watching
room?
us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place he could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet.
You hidden in there before,
Not hidden.
perhaps?
Well, she liked it. Liked me to watch. Not other guys. Just she had these, voyeur
Alright.
fantasies.
I'm not going to ask him to describe those. I will ask him what was in the
Clothes,
closet.
mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Odd. What
Not
about her
much.
parents?
They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music.
Did she ever talk about tarot?
No, not to me anyway. She wasn't into fortune telling or any of that stuff. Yeah, Chief DuPont told me. He thinks it's one of them that killed her. Bronwyn?
Bronwyn said that Dorota kissed her.
That's disturbing. That's impossible. I don't think those two ever met. Why would she say that?
Yeah, what do you know about
That's
Bronwyn?
personal.
You wanted her to contact Dorota,
I said I
didn't
don't
you?
want to talk about it.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stick with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Let's hit up Zach.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online.
Uh-huh. You Zach Weston?
Yes. What do you want?
The Shaws hired me.
The Shores. Oh. You mean that girl who got killed? What was her name?
Good morning,
Dorothy?
Amity. Hello, welcome on in. How's your Tuesday morning going so far? Yeah, you sure you've never met
I see a
Dorota?
lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. Dorota, I remember now.
Yeah, so you photographed
For the
victim.
August Chronicle. She won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot.
Did she ever come to the studio for any professional photography?
No, I went to her house along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them
Twins
in a
won't
natural
nap,
habitat.
but surviving. Oh my god. That sounds very tiresome. Okay, so you know where the victim lives.
If you asked me to drive there without my sat-nav, no.
I hope they settle down soon for you. Was that the only time you ever met
No,
Dorota?
actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there. As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Oh, hang on. Do you see what I see?
I see pictures of Dorota.
Nothing else? Just
Like
a dead
what?
girl who looks alive. That's the power
Whoa.
of photography. It preserves us forever like butterflies under a glass.
He's a bad guy. Defensive body language. Clearly had a thing for it. Yeah. When we played this last week, he did, in fact, turn out to be a red herring. But upon further investigation of the game itself, the killer changes each playthrough. So we gotta just go with it and see what happens here. Yeah. Did you take any other pictures of Dorota?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. Violet has told me. The boudoir,
Violet needs
I
to
believe.
mind her own business. I didn't want to mention them out of respect for the dead. You've heard of boudoir photography.
Mm-hmm. Boudoir photography.
It's all very tasteful. Boudoir photographs are all about leading the eye and letting the imagination do the work. Most photographers mess it up. It's not supposed to resemble a Victorian
He's
whorehouse.
very clearly a creeper. And who did she get them for?
She didn't say. Her boyfriend, I assume. Would you like to see them?
Yeah. Why not? Should also probably throw up another
As you can see,
content warning
it's
so
all very
where this is gonna go.
artistic. Dorota was a natural. She lit up the front of the camera. Want to see the videos?
I'm sorry, you have video too? You know, I don't necessarily want to see the videos, but I feel like I have to say sure, just so that we have the evidence that he has videos. Like, we can confirm. So, yeah.
Oh. Here they are. Oh, not that one. Ah.
What do you mean, not that one?
This is the one. Here you go.
All things considered, this is very tame compared to most boudoir you see on the internet now.
There's more.
But yeah, it's also not a business phone. That's definitely just his personal phone. Yeah, show me.
This is the stuff.
This is the stuff? Uh-huh. Why is she running away from you?
She's how you say
She's what?
acting?
Huh? She's acting. Okay. Do you? I assume you're friends with Violet.
Friends? Yes. I know Violet very well.
Hi,
Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center.
So you're sleeping
I'm
with her.
sorry my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes,
This man.
we have sex.
You account for your whereabouts last
Here.
night?
I'm usually here most nights.
Can anybody corroborate that?
Only the roof rats.
So, your alibi falls flat. Okay. Let's see. I think we'll visit Oscar and let him know what his girlfriend was doing. Yeah, did you know Zach Weston?
No. Who's that?
He took photos of Dorota.
Okay, so this Zach guy was connected to Dorota. Took pictures of her. Were they sleeping together?
Honestly, it sure looked like it. Whether it was consensual or not, I don't know, but it sure looked like it.
Why did you tell me that? Every time I think of her now, I'm going to see her with someone else.
Yeah, did you ever see the boudoir
What?
photos?
Boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them?
Oh no, not that amateur stuff. These were
I get it now.
professional.
That's why you're asking about Zach Weston. Maybe I should pay him a visit.
And how did your date
How
with
did you hear
Bronwyn
about
go?
that? Anyway, it wasn't a date. I was doing a favour for Chief DuPont. Only lasted a few minutes.
Right.
Are you working
What
with him
favour?
or not? Look, if you don't want to tell you, then I'm not gonna.
Damn. Okay. Let's see. I think we better go back to the guest house and work our way down the list here. Oh yeah, everybody has such sketchy body language. Yeah, let's talk about Zach again.
Do we really have to?
He says...
How
sleeping together.
vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it.
Mm-hmm. And why
He
doesn't he
thinks
act like it?
he's irresistible to women.
Certainly impression that I got from him. Definitely full of himself. Thinks he's King Dick.
No.
What the what? What? What the fuck was that about? Yeah, that was definite Shannon vibes.
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a job somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
Well, I guess no conversations with Bronwyn for the hour. And she said Lexi is busy too.
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
Alright. Okay, what about Rain? Is he still around? He is. So tell me about Birmingham.
Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what
Right.
for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was
Like
South
Weasley?
African. I only mention it
Oh,
because
not Weasley.
that was its thing.
What do you mean it's thing?
Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3
It
to be
was
exact.
after South African girls.
The Traveller wanted 3.
Why exactly
You
3?
should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know
Right,
it normally
okay.
involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute.
All 3 share a common attribute. And the first victim in this case was an attractive lady with red hair, might have been sleeping around, and a prominent musician. So, any of the characters that feature those traits potentially endangers what you're saying.
I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds.
Sure. Other worlds. I buy that.
Some
Demons?
religions talk of demons, but they don't actually exist. Travelers can get inside us and make it look like we're possessed, hence the demons.
Okay. So demons don't exist, but interdimensional travelers that can possess you to make you look like a demon do. 100%. This dude's nuts.
Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect.
What? Simple terms, please. Are you saying there's a multiverse?
They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them.
And you think the murderer is an interdimensional demon traveler thingy?
Probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
Uh-huh. Right. Let's bring it back down to ground level. What do you know of Zach Weston?
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, he... Oh no. He did mention Dorota. He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw.
Okay, back to your room and time to polymorph. Shapeshifting. Let's see. Let's become... I guess we'll just start with Chief Paul.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
And Violet has nothing to say to us. Rain has nothing to say to us. Bronwyn and Lexi are busy. That pretty much just leaves Oscar and Zach. Let's go to Oscar first.
Again?
Oscar.
Did Dorota have any online friends?
Did she have any online
She didn't
friends?
really use any social networks. Didn't have the time. Mainly just cello.
Go to any clubs or groups?
Yeah. And any clubs or groups? Maybe a music club or a band?
She helped out at a Rainbows group. I think it's like
What's
Cub
that?
Scouts for little kids. Did that with her mum. But, I don't know. Unless she was strangled by a 9-year-old.
Okay.
Hello.
And then Zach.
I know you. You're the police chief.
I understand that you knew Dorota Shaw.
Yeah, you knew the
We
victim,
met briefly,
correct?
yes. I freelanced for the August Chronicle, and they did a story about her.
Was that the first time you met her? The
Yeah,
scholarship
for
to
the
Juilliard?
scholarship.
That's right. We exchanged a few pleasantries. I happened to mention my portrait services, so she booked a session with me.
When was this?
And when was this?
A few weeks ago.
What type of photos do you take?
And the type
the
of
paper.
photos were...
Record shots that any idiot with a phone can take. My studio is where the magic happens. Mainly
Right, so
portraiture,
these
but
studio
I dabble
photos.
in other areas.
Boudoir photography? Dirty pictures?
Dirty pictures?
No. I do have a boudoir set though. Lots of clients like it. It's all very tasteful and above board.
Right.
I'll be looking into it.
I'll be
You can
looking
sleep
into
in it if you want. It's a proper bed. Not sure you'll find anything you're looking for though.
I don't think I want to sleep in his photography bed. No thanks. Back to the guest house. Back to my room. And let's see, Violet. These aren't going to talk to us. So... Talk to the chief. He's not there. Okay. Oscar. He's not there either.
Well,
so,
hello,
Zach.
gorgeous.
Did you hear
Yeah.
about Dorota?
What have you heard? Or have
Everyone
you
in
heard?
town's heard. She's a local celebrity now.
Local celebrity? Were you sleeping
Yeah.
with her?
Were you sleeping with her?
Violet? Of course not. I only have eyes for you.
That's
Okay.
not what I heard.
Definitely not what's been
This
going
again.
on.
I told you, I'm not seeing anyone else. I have gorgeous women in my studio all the time, but you're special. Not because you won't take off your clothes, I'm expecting that at some point. It's just, you're so clever and well educated. And the icing on the cake, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever met.
I came over last night, but you weren't here.
Yeah, let's pull a bluff.
Well, that explains why there was no answer when I called you. I was definitely here.
Okay. Back to the guest house. And we will change again into... What about Rain? 'Cause, yeah, that's right. The other two are busy, so I literally can't become them. So I guess we'll just go
Hello.
down the list.
I'm Rain. You have a lovely
Gonna say
guest
anything?
house.
Yeah, your guest house is quite lovely, except for the body
It's
upstairs.
quaint, isn't it? It's all my parents had when they died. We're literally sitting in my inheritance.
How did your parents die?
Are we really gonna like ask?
Father
Okay,
died
sure.
first. Heart attack. They found him in the freezer when Mother died. She had a pulmonary embolism. I didn't
Why
really
was he
talk
in the
to them
freezer?
much.
Freezer?
Yeah, no, you just glossed over that. Why the fuck was he in the
Yes,
freezer?
she kept him in the chest freezer because she didn't want to be alone. Stored him perfectly.
She was crazy.
Still use it
Okay.
today.
And you're still using the same freezer that you're... Okay. That's a definite health hazard. Gross. These are busy. Take a cab. Visit the chief. Chief's not there. What about Oscar? Not there.
Rain!
Zach.
I'm surprised to see you here. I take it you know about Dorota already. All that stuff we talked about yesterday, that's strictly between you and me.
What did we talk about?
That's the spirit. Now, I think it's best if we don't get caught speaking to each other. Overcautious, I'm sure, but I think it's for the best nonetheless. Maybe we can get together for a lad's night out after this is all blown over. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Well, I'll see you soon.
Back to the room, and we will become... Oh, I didn't want to go back to Sam. Zach.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
I don't like that voice line. It's very icky. Very icky indeed.
Zach!
Let's talk to Violet.
What are you doing here? Quick, don't let anyone see you.
Why don't you want anyone to see me?
Yeah, you're not happy to see me,
What?
no?
You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure we were still okay.
Yeah, no, I can't
What did
deceive
you do? What did you say to Sam?
Everyone's talking about Dorota.
Yeah, everybody's talking about the girl that
I
died.
know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
People like what?
Yeah, people like what are you insinuating?
Homewreckers. Anyway, I hope you didn't just come here to talk about Dorota.
Are you happy Dorota's dead?
Yeah. Are you happy she's
I
dead?
didn't say that. But we both know what Dorota was like. She practically threw herself at you.
She didn't throw herself at me.
Why do you think that?
Some girls
That's
get
just
the
a business
wrong idea.
thing.
I saw how she was looking at you. She wanted it.
I'm sorry, you saw.
You were
Were you
there.
there? Were you there?
No, silly. But I saw the photos.
Okay. Okay.
Zach,
Will re-inspect
let me
them
stop
me?
you there. You are one creepy fellow. Now, I don't know what you had going on with Dorota, but I don't want anything to do with it. Do not come back here. Please.
Just let me stop you there. You're one absolute creeper. Get out and don't talk to me.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Let's see if we can get any info out of the chief. He should be back now.
Sensing the thing with Bronwyn went badly.
Oh, what gives you that impression?
I need all hands on deck. You're a hand. At least I thought you were.
I'm also a grieving boyfriend.
She tried
Yeah, no, she tried to sleep with
Well,
me.
that's strange. That's very strange. Doesn't seem like something she'd do at all. You don't even look like you make a good couple. Maybe she was on to you.
Is there anything else I can do?
Yeah, do you want me to do anything else?
No, you've done enough. I'll keep up my end of the bargain, make those speeding tickets go away, though technically, you'd have more points than a hedgehog if I kept them. And if I do catch you speeding in August again, Oscar, instant ban. Capiche? It's language.
Capiche.
That makes me look cool. You can go now.
Asshole. Let's just become Sam again. Let's see if can get any more information out of Ran. Because clearly he knows something about Zach. Yeah, Zach's trying to hide something he said to you yesterday.
I bet he is. It was that thing I told you about Dorota. I mean, I didn't know it was her then. He wanted to show me these explicit photos of her, but I refused. And that's when he told me about her being alone on Mondays. I wonder who else he told that to.
Curious. Why don't we hail a cab and go find out?
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Sam, I've got news.
News?
We've done a reading.
Oh, fuck. So this is what they were at. The last chapter there, where we couldn't talk to them.
It's the Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands. This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552. I know.
That's
That's a lot.
slim odds.
Bet it's a 10 of swords.
It's happening again.
Very slim odds.
There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Ellis Munro.
Like from the radio?
Sam, let me bring you up to speed. I know what you're going to say, and I don't want to hear it. I've arrested Bronwyn. She's named a second victim, and as far as I'm concerned, the safest thing to do right now is have her behind bars. Those tarot readers have been doing my head in all day, talking to me like I'm a suspect, asking ridiculous questions, and then denying they've seen me at all. So what's done is done. If anything, I've just made Alice safer.
I'm not so sure about that.
You can go.
Yeah, no, something
Sam.
doesn't feel right, Chief.
Do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me.
Yeah, no, you can't just lock people up because they're suspicious. You're the chief. You should know. You need hard evidence, my guy.
Why?
Someone else might well be the
I'm assuming
murderer.
that's just a gut feeling. If you actually knew who the murderer was, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
But also
Look,
your
I
gut
see you're
feeling.
starting to care for these people already,
You
but
locked someone
Violet's
up
been
on a
watching
gut
them like a
feeling. You're
hawk.
chastising.
If you can convince her, you convince me.
This hypocrite.
We've got a new target. Ellis Munro. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Okay. Oscar? Oscar's not there. Zach? Yeah, what do you know of Miss Monroe?
Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here.
Uh-huh. Have any photos of
Always
her?
get the shot, Sam. One way or another.
What the fuck does that mean? Okay, well, let's see Miss Monroe.
You must be Sam. I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me.
Yeah, did you, know Dorota at all?
Yes. We were friends. I hadn't known her for long. Only a few weeks.
Uh-huh.
We
How'd
met
you
at the
meet?
gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show.
And then
After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back.
Did you know she had a boyfriend?
Oscar. Yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind. But she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else.
Something
I
else?
said some guys like to watch. So tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know,
So
it worked.
that's why he was hiding in the closet. Yeah, the murderer had definitely watched her in a similar
Killer was
way.
in her wardrobe? What? Well, then it had to be Oscar. He's the only one it could be.
Except he has a solid alibi with like 10 people corroborating
That
it.
doesn't make any sense. Then she was seeing someone else? No. Someone she knew. Knew she'd be alone? A stalker?
Did Oscar know
I don't
about
think
you?
so. We were very discreet. It was more fun that way.
Yeah, I bet. And you were in a relationship
This is
with
just
her then?
between us, right?
Yes.
We fooled around.
Yes.
I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy.
No friends? No bitches?
Poe and Dorota. People I say hi to. I have thousands of followers and subscribers, and they keep me feeling warm when I'm down, but they're not friends. I do get the odd stalker, but that isn't something anyone wants.
What about
We're
Poe?
co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that
Yeah, no,
already.
I knew that.
We've
Everybody
been
knows
partners for
that.
2 years now. He's a good friend.
Partners
Can't
or
we be
friends?
both, Sam? Poe's his radio name. He's actually John Poe. He's on air now, but you can come back at 8:30 if you want to see him.
And where
On
were you
air?
last night?
We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding.
Any idea who might want to
No.
hurt you?
Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. I was a Hollywood actress, and there were hundreds of magazines and newspapers all piling up on the red carpet. And they all had my picture on the front cover.
Why not believe in dreams?
But the red carpet wasn't carpet. It was a pool of blood. And it seeped through all the pages. Then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam?
Yeah, I think it just means you had a deep
REM
sleep
sleep.
phase.
So, you don't think dreams mean anything?
Probably not.
Everyone has meaningful dreams, Sam. Everyone.
Yeah, I don't want to make the bold claim that I'll protect her.
That sounds
Sure.
reassuring. I hope it's not just words, Sam. You've kind of just asked about Dorota since you got here.
Yes, she's the one that's dead. Do you know
Not
Zach
very
Weston?
well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show.
Pardon me. Any private
No.
sessions?
Zach keeps asking, but I just don't want to. Not for him, but Dorota did. She gave me the pictures as a gift.
Ah,
She
so
looked
you were who she was
amazing.
taking the boudoir photos for.
Sam, you forgot your phone.
Guest house. Violet. Aha, okay.
Excellent
Red Ryan.
work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
What's your name?
I'm
I'm
Sam.
Sophia. Pleased to meet you. Do you want to know a secret?
Oh yes,
Violet
I
was
love
taken
secrets.
by aliens in their ship.
Violet was what?
She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you?
Aliens.
She has a wicked imagination for her age.
Uh-huh. Is that why you're taking
I
the
was
pills?
seeing and hearing things that weren't there. That's why I'm taking pills.
Does anyone else know?
I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently.
The time you were unaccounted for last night, do you think you may have been abducted?
Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up.
Uh-huh.
No.
Anyone see you at all?
Not even the moon.
See, the chief said you'd tell me about it.
I don't really want to.
Whether you want to or not is out of my hands.
About
I
a
need
month
to know.
ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. A cold tap. Drip. 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 And then it began.
Just like what Rain
I
said.
could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me.
So there was more than
It's
one
happened
time.
5 times. Even on closet.
Shit.
Get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal.
And you forget everything.
No. I have certain flashbacks.
Is it more that you want to forget everything? Yeah, give me what are the details? I mean, tarot, interdimensional demons, dreams, Ouija boards. Why not add aliens
It's
into the
difficult
mix?
to explain. I'm stuck
And fuck it, I'm a
in the wall of an
shapeshifter.
enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others' heads, all prisoners, being experimented on.
I think this girl needs to take stronger
They
meds.
rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken.
Right.
Bruises,
Bruises.
memories.
Interesting. Do you still think the Tower Raiders killed
What
her?
do you know?
Gut
I'm not
feeling.
sure that changes my mind. We're talking about a possible murderer, Sam.
Okay, well, what about Miss Monroe? Do you know
Of
her?
course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio.
It's not what I'm asking. Have you ever met her?
Yes, I believe I did. She was here once for something. I don't remember now.
Her memory loss, very, very, convenient for her, isn't it? Let's see, oh, I can't talk to Bronwyn. Oh, that's right, 'cause she's arrested.
How could you let Chief
Rand.
Dupont do that? I'm not talking to you until you get this fixed. Bronwyn was on Tarotasm, Sam. just like she was an hour ago. And they record everything, so her alibi should be without question. She was just lying to protect Lexi. She's maternal like that.
Okay. Yeah, no, Bronwyn's innocent if she was on Tarot Tasm.
You're sure it was her?
Yeah, voice is recorded, so she couldn't have been the killer.
Then it couldn't be her, could it?
Yeah.
You want me to tell Claude, don't you?
Yeah, go tell the chief.
Sorry, I mean Chief DuPont. Fine, I'll call him.
I talked to Rin now. Nope.
Oh my god, Sam, what are we
Acting,
going to do? The chief can't just lock Bron out like that, can he? You know she's innocent.
To our room then.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
Let's start with Oscar. And let's
I'm
give
Oscar.
Zach a visit.
Oscar Wainwright. I've heard so much about you.
Uh-huh, have you now?
Were you sleeping with Dorota?
You sleep with my now dead girlfriend?
No. Were you? She just asked me to watch. We didn't even get past the adverts.
You watched her?
Oh!
Did you touch?
Did you?
She didn't bloody let me. The truth is, I would have loved to touch her, but she's just a massive tease. But well done you, though, for getting in there.
Oh, what an asshole. Right in the balls.
Bloody hell. I'm calling the police.
Yeah, well, go for it. Dickhead.
Oscar, good. You got my message. Got some things to show you.
What have you got?
Does, this mean anything to you?
That's Dorota.
Yeah,
And what if I
that's-
showed
that's
you
Dorota.
this?
Alice Monroe.
Do you know her?
That's Monroe.
She's from the radio.
And if
On
I
the
do
radio, yes.
this? No? Anything?
What are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing?
That'll be all. You can go now.
Okay, let's confront
Oscar.
Alice Monroe.
I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Were you seeing Dorota?
Oscar, it's so much more complicated than that.
Why didn't you save her? Is it really?
Yeah, is it really
Tell me.
complicated? Is it?
Oscar, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. That's not who I am. I go out of my way to help people, to be kind to them.
Then why did you involve yourself in my relationship?
I had feelings for her, Oscar. You should understand that. I'm sorry this is how you had to hear it. But maybe she didn't tell you because she was leaving me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I truly am.
Somehow I doubt that.
I forgive you.
How?
Want to make it up to me?
Maybe if I knew what Dorota saw in you, it'd help.
What do you mean?
We should sleep
Oh,
together.
where am I going with this?
That's fair. I'll just freshen up and you can put it in me. While I think of Dorota's cold, lifeless body that way, at least one of us is still thinking of her. You can go now.
Oh, okay, that took a turn. Okay, not Oscar. No, let's go back to the guest house and we polymorph once again into Violet.
Hello, I'm Violet.
And let's speak with The
Violet,
chief.
if this is about releasing people from prison, the answer is no. I'm going to need hard evidence for that to
Except
happen. Now,
there is hard evidence.
go! Back to the guest house?
There is hard evidence. Okay,
Hello,
hold on,
lovely.
Zach.
Take a look at this. It's a picture of Dorota.
Mm-hmm. Certainly
I don't
is.
want to see pictures of your conquests.
Yeah, don't show me pictures of your conquests.
It's not like that. It's just a press photo. Do you see anything in it?
A girl holding a cello.
Yeah, a girl holding a cello.
You don't see any movement. Just Dorota.
Back in the guest house. I think the chief might talk to his Justice Sam now. Because if we do this, he might actually release Bronwyn. Yeah, about falsely imprisoning.
Fine. Let me do the paperwork. I'm starting to regret hiring you. Maybe you should concentrate on something else.
I feel you should know. That's why I should
It's
take
probably a
pills.
bit more nuanced than that. But maybe. We've got a new target. Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn was logged into a call centre system called Taratasm. I heard the recordings from last night. It's her voice. So as much as it pains me to say it, Bronwyn isn't a suspect. Alexei and Rain still are. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Okay. And Zach want to speak to me now? No. Okay, what if we become Zach?
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
And let's see about Violet.
I need to talk about Alice Monroe.
What have you been doing with Alice Monroe?
What haven't I been doing?
The
Yeah,
tarot
what have you heard?
readers have predicted that she is the next victim. Do you think we should do something?
Want to...
Is that really all you think about? Starting to look like August has a serial killer targeting redheads. Look at my hair, Zach. Does this look red to you?
Can I visit Monroe with Zach? I think
Zach?
I can.
What are you doing here?
I've been a naughty boy. I need to tell my previous partners.
Good to know. I'm not one of them, though, so... Unless there's anything else?
Pose for me.
Zach.
Pose for me?
Please stop asking. It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
Are you bullying me into taking my clothes off for you? That's sleazy. Just leave, Zach, before I call Chief DuPont.
That didn't work. Let's see what info Lexi can give us. I haven't been here in a hot minute.
Hi, I'm Lexi.
Rin.
Our job is so stressful.
Yeah, our job is so
Tell me
stressful.
about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it?
Why
And leave Bron on her own? Quite possibly to die? No. I'm locked in now, until the end. Whatever that may be.
Okay.
Lexicorn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are...
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story.
What did you hear?
Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not? Because you're
No,
immortal.
because you're immortal.
Ach, I am Bronwyn MacLeod from the Clan MacLeod, and I am immortal. You silly badger.
Is she immortal? Was that insinuate? I have no idea. She says she's immortal. Okay.
Sorry, we're
Zach.
closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota, I'm sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you.
Things? That's ominously vague. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lexi.
Lexi? I like it. It's got an edge.
Dorota says she knew you. No.
One. Wait,
You know,
what?
you're quite striking. It's a shame Dorota's not here. We could have taken some great shots of you two together. Would you like me to photograph you, Lexi?
Yes.
Why don't we switch places?
Change places.
Yeah, that's good, that.
What the fuck?
Here. Take this.
Definitely roofied.
Don't
sure.
get drugged.
Hitting all
You'll
the red
revert to your
flags.
natural form. Nobody wants to see that.
These photos are going to be fantastic. You'll love them. Yeah. How about you take this off? Hmm?
Okay. Am I gonna
There we go.
shapeshift back to myself?
Fantastic. Now, arch your back. Yeah. That's it. Wait.
What the
What's happening?
Oh, yeah.
Don't get drugged. You'll revert to your natural form. Nobody wants to see that.
What's happening to you? Wait, what? Oh!
evidently we turned into some sort of creature. Whew. Let's see. Haven't been rain in a hot minute.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
Violet.
Who is Sophia?
Yeah, who is Sophia? Who's the little murder girl?
You saw her,
that
did
runs
you?
around?
She's my goddaughter. At that age where
Ah.
she overshares.
Is she?
What makes you say that, Ray?
Is she a ghost?
Is there something about her aura? Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
So,
Alice
Munro.
Yeah, Alice
I'm
Munro.
honestly not going to try and worry about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
Really? Well, what's Sam
And
going
what
to do?
is Sam going to do?
I believe Sam is going to save Ellis. According to the Ouija, this could play out in a lot of different ways, but mostly saving Ellis.
What other ways?
Ellis could run, Ellis could die, Ellis could be saved, mistaken identity, someone else dies. There's a lot of noise coming from the beyond, but it's not just a load of voices saying Ellis will die. Sam's got this.
Okay. Can I speak
Haven't
to
you done
Alice?
enough predicting my death?
I'm sorry.
We're very sorry
It's
about
okay.
that, but
I'm
I
just
believe
kidding.
You'd rather know
I know
than
it's not your
know,
fault. Well, unless you're the killer.
right? I could be.
Have you?
I think it's a no. Sorry. It's just the reading that you gave me the other day. I don't want to scare off the audience.
Why would I scare off your listeners?
The reading
what
you
reading?
gave me to show me what you could do. It was scarily accurate.
What was accurate
What
about it?
was accurate about it
Everything.
exactly?
My broken heart, the enveloping darkness, my beautiful death. You said it was just a metaphor, that it was just about transformation. But it's not. I'm going to die, aren't I?
Time to polymorph again. Polymorph into the chief. Into the chief.
Chief, I wanted to ask you something.
Is it about...
Am I still a
what is it?
suspect?
At this point in time,
Okay.
no.
Good. Listen, I think I might get out of this place soon. I need some space.
Is it about the boudoir photos?
Yeah. So it's true then.
I haven't seen them. I'm sorry.
I'm just in shock all the time. How could she be so different? I just can't process it all.
Chief DuPont, thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking you're safe.
Just checking.
At the
your
moment,
safe.
my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
Have I ever let you down? What's really...
What is
That you're just
really
saying you're
worrying?
doing things when you're not actually doing anything. What's the plan, Chief DuPont? How do we stop this from happening? How do we stop me from dying?
I can't answer that.
Hi.
Become Bronwyn.
I'm Bronwyn. I'm
Bronwyn.
I'll work our way down the list.
Thank you for helping with the chief.
I'm not a monster, Bronwyn. I believe in justice too.
Do you believe Tara can predict things then?
Do you believe
I'm
in
not
tarot?
one
No.
for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
It says you're lying about your alibi.
I suppose it has a 50-50 chance of getting it right.
That's good.
What a day. Alice Munro, then. Looks like our traveller likes redheads.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Should we be worried about Violet?
Doesn't everybody?
Maybe. She thinks she was abducted by aliens.
Yeah, she thinks
Then
she
that
was taken by
possibly means she's already been a traveller target. What else did she say?
Something about being in a row of heads.
So they're killing us for sport. Sounds about right.
Like Predator.
Bron, what are we going to do about Ellis?
What would you do about Alice?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
A few times we've caught up with the Traveller, nothing's worked.
Talking to them?
Please don't kill that person. Okay, thanks. Oh no, look, you killed them anyway. You know that doesn't work, Bron.
Okay. Doesn't work like that. Has Alice met Bron?
Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Get out now before I call the police!
Evidently not. Back to Sam. Doesn't want us to talk to us. What about Bron? Yeah. What about these rights?
A little bit. What did you want to know?
What is
A
a
right
right?
can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony.
Coming
Yes,
of age?
a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it?
And will there be three
Three
victims
attempts?
this time?
Yes, that's likely. But 3 victims? That's up to you, Sam. No pressure.
Dorota had a coin in her mouth. Would that be
Was it
part of
a
a right?
gold coin?
Don't
Good.
know.
That would have been worrying. Travelers leave all sorts of marks on their victims. It's basically showing off that they belong to that traveler. If you find those coins on someone, though, that could be pretty damning.
Do you
No.
know Zach Weston?
I can do a reading if you want.
Sure.
I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help, though.
Well, what's the connection between Alice and Dorota, outside of the fact that they're both attractive redheads?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing.
They're both redheads.
She sounded blonde on the radio, but Mercury called her as a redhead.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
of
need your
course.
help.
Anything.
Keep an eye on
Why
Violet.
Violet? Do you think she's in danger? You don't think she's involved, do you?
See, that's what I need to know.
Leave it with me, I'll see what I can find out. And don't worry, I'll be super discreet.
Good. We're in. Believe you did a reading for
Yeah.
Alice Munro.
She asked for a sample reading to show what I could do.
Uh-huh. And Did it predict any danger?
Easy to see now, with the benefit of hindsight. 3 of Swords, the Devil, death. I mean, any tarot reader will tell you that death hardly ever means real physical death. But given what we've learned...
Do you actually know
Yes,
Monroe?
I met her at the radio station.
Why were you
I
there?
was offering my services. Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free.
Tell me a little more about Birmingham.
In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other.
And he was the
We
traveler.
couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity.
And what
The
happened to
Butcher
him
of
exactly?
Birmingham received 3 life sentences and won't be seeing the light of day anytime soon. We know it wasn't him, though.
Yeah, it wasn't
We know
him.
it
It
was
was
a
just
traveler.
a interdimensional demon possessing him. Got it.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help.
you
Yes,
really want
please
to help.
use me. Tell me what to do.
There's several options. Find out whatever you can from your Ouija
You
board.
got it. Me and the spirit world are going to have a serious chat. I'll get back to you when I find something.
Yep. 100%.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Next chapter then. Oh, we can actually visit Poe.
You're the detective.
Let's do that.
Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her?
Who indeed?
Only a
Do you know?
madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe. That was her idea. Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctors' surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house.
How can she afford all these
I
free
believe
radios?
she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course.
How close are you with Monroe?
We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things.
Is she
I believe
dating
not.
anyone?
She
Okay,
has
so
a
you weren't
big
that close.
And in my opinion,
She didn't
August
confide in you about being a homewrecker. What
You
about-
know,
what about
this
the
town is
itself?
fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August? Then I
it doesn't
won't
really
bore you
interest
with
me.
it. Although you're missing out on a superbly bloodthirsty tale.
What about Dorota Shaw? Did you know
We
her?
interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger?
The tarot.
Does this
Yep.
have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by?
What
On
was it
air.
last night?
Much of our broadcast is pre-recorded, but we always do the hourly news live. On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
Oh, it's you.
Yep,
I was hoping
me
it might be
again.
Zach.
Why Zach? Yeah, what do you know of
No.
John Pope?
Oh,
Monroe?
him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Are you mocking me,
free
Sam?
radio.
No.
What about Zach?
And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
if he ever shows up.
And Alice give you free radio?
Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place.
Anything
Not
else?
really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason.
People keep saying that. Was she? Walking around with scissors like that for?
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you?
You seem upset.
Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some
don't drink
tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change?
Honestly,
This
I
is
don't
it.
know.
If Ellis dies, I burn Mercury. If we don't have it, it can't lead us halfway around the world. Ugh.
Have you been keeping an eye on Violet
Yes.
for me?
She's definitely got a monkey on her back. I
What
saw
do
her
you mean?
get changed. She's got all these scars on her back in the shape of a monkey. Like they've been
What?
burned into her.
What?
What the hell happened to her, Sam? Yes, I managed to sneak a look at her laptop. She's been Googling Ellis Monroe.
Interesting, interesting.
Honestly, you don't.
So you can't catch
Once
a
they're
traveler.
caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them. Continuously trying to stop them ruining lives.
You can't
No.
force them to leave?
But they don't like being exposed. If Mercury pointed them out, they're already in trouble.
And how can you tell if they've actually
We'd do a reading. Mercury would know.
Right. Mercury, okay. Find anything from your reading
Quite a
board?
lot, but I'm not sure how much of it is useful. Apparently this town has a lot of spirits with a lot of unfinished business.
I'm sure they do.
I guess every town has a
Spirits?
good population of dead, but they usually move on. These were different. They were in pain. So many of them. What happened in this town? Yes,
Anything
the
about
general
the
message
murders?
is anyone that tries to stop Ellis dying will be punished. Sam, be careful, please.
And
He's
tell
off
me
the
anything about
radio.
Poe?
I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. Great. Let me
Okay.
just draw 3 cards for you.
Okay. Aren't I supposed to ask
This
a
is just a
question?
general reading. You don't need a question. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently? The Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading. Does
see where
it
she's
mean
going
anything
with
to
this.
you?
Not in particular, but if we survive this, we'll go on a date,
You
okay?
catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
Oh, so I'm a traveler? Maybe.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions, it's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
Damn. So he's peaced out.
Ellis,
Zach?
do you have the amethyst?
Amethyst?
What?
Poe's
What
amethyst
amethyst?
pendant? The one we have the buyer for?
Poe's pendant?
Okay,
What
we're
about the
playing
pendant?
silly buggers now. Don't worry about it. My buyer would have found something by the time you pitch up with it anyway.
Very strange.
Al,
Does Poe know this?
I'm so sorry. You mean everything to me. I won't let you die.
Are you okay?
Is
Of course
everything
I'm okay. It's you who's shrouded in darkness, my love. El, we must finish what we started.
Aren't
Nope.
you married?
That's
But
Hell,
yeah, let's finish it.
I fell in love with you the first day we met. You
Okay,
ripped
no,
out
dude,
my
you're married.
heart, diced it
But
into
let's,
pieces, and reshaped it in
sure.
your form. I will always be yours, forever.
I mean, Monroe's already a
Hell.
home wrecker. Like 1-1. Let's make it a 2-2.
Will you marry me? El, I love
Yes.
you. You don't know how happy you've made me. My angel. My absolute angel.
Are you really married?
Yes, you've met my wife and family. They're sadly not actors I've hired to make my life look richer than it is.
So you
Tomorrow,
have a wife and kids, and you're
I will tell
not
her about us.
proposing the
And I will leave her.
radio
Another
partner?
heart broken.
Okay.
Another family destroyed. Another villainous father.
He seems way
Is
too
your
proud
wife
about
gonna
all
kill
that.
me?
No. At least I don't think so. She doesn't know anything about us. Not yet, anyhow.
Until you tell her, and then she might be the killer. Skippity doo dah, skippity day. Time to polymorph into someone else. Zach.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Zach, the game is up. I think you should leave town.
What do you mean?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio.
Don't
Yeah,
change
Dorota.
the subject. Sam and Dupont will put two and two together.
And then...
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
You're spying on me.
Yeah, what is she? Is it actually
I
Zach?
followed you there, then back to the studio. You lied to the police. You lied to me. I'm done with you. We're finished. Don't come back here again.
Good evening, Zachary. That's for being a creep with Alice. Now get out of my radio station.
Okay. I think we can become Poe now. Yep.
I'm Poe, and this is your August update. August update.
I'm sorry, can I help you?
I've...
It's not a very good time at the moment, I'm afraid.
Really? Anything I can help with?
Wait.
I'll just be off then.
I recognize that voice.
I don't think you do. No. No, you don't. Let's visit Monroe.
John. I'm gonna be fine. On the radio? I started at Radio August about 2 years ago. Why?
No, I mean, romantic. Do you want me?
Yeah, do you want
I
me to leave my
only
wife?
want you to do what makes you happy. I'll be waiting for you either way.
She is
Why
willing
didn't
to.
you tell me about Dorota?
Okay.
What didn't I tell you about Dorota?
That you were sleeping with.
It was just a fling, John. I wanted to try something different. To stretch myself.
So she is 100% homewrecker.
I would have told you
3
eventually.
times over.
All three of us could have had fun together.
Whoa.
You do want to have fun with me, don't you, John?
Okay. She is not the little small town sweetheart she lets on to be, is she? Yeah, so is Poe just a good friend?
I couldn't do this without him. He looks out for me. He's my best friend.
Just
What
friends?
do you know, Sam?
He's planning
He
to
does?
marry you.
That's so sweet of him. But I could never do that. I'm not ready
Why
to
not?
settle down, Sam. And Poe has a wife and family, and I don't want anyone to get hurt.
What about the radio?
I
at the
delivered
gas
radios
station,
all
bro?
over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much.
Maybe he's just
Maybe.
jealous.
I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man.
Yeah. Apart
I didn't
from
steal Poe. He gave himself to me.
Semantics. Something about stealing
It's
a
not what it
pendant.
sounds like. Dorota lost her scholarship. She said it was an administrative error. She showed me the letter and everything.
And why wasn't that
They
in
tend
the
not to
paper?
report those kind of things, Sam.
What's that got to do with the
The
pendant?
money was for her, Sam. So she could have her dream of being a cellist. I wanted her to have her dream. It doesn't matter now.
And does
No.
Poe know?
Not exactly. I told him I was in trouble with credit cards, and he offered to bail me out. I asked if I could have one of his artifacts, and of course he gave it to me.
And the deal with
It's
Zach
off.
then?
I said I'd pose for some photos, but that's it. I used to be a burlesque dancer, so I don't mind showing my body, but Zach's not getting a private show. Not now.
Interesting. Let's speak with Zach then. Violet says that you were at
Well,
Dorota's
if
last
Violet
night.
said it, it must be true. I was here last night, as I said.
Yeah, no one can corroborate that. And she says you were elsewhere.
Probably right here.
So,
Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest. If you
sounds like
got
you're
proof,
protesting.
arrest me, Sam. You're reaching. I'll go where I want, not where you want me to be.
Alright.
Sam, I've got some
Thank you,
heavy
Chief.
rain news. Lawrence Petrovsky.
What do you mean heavy
that's his
rain?
real name. And no, he's not a Russian spy.
Oh yeah, that's it.
But he does
That's
have a
his real
criminal
name.
record. He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you.
What do we
Rain's
do?
still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bromlin Castle has one. Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. You found another connection between Zach and Ellis, selling Poe's pendant in exchange for nude photos. Zach has a thing about this, doesn't he? Ellis knows Violet
appears
because
so.
of the Free Radio project. Violet's been doing some web searches on Ellis. You think that's a jealous streak. I think it's a sign of the times. You've still not accepted my friend request, have you? Ellis thinks Violet doesn't like her very much. I'm not sure I like you very much. Where's the proof? Violet's just admitted being at the crime scene last night with Zach. It's not looking good for Zach now. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. I think you've narrowed it down to Zach, Rain, and Lexi. That's just my professional opinion, mind you. Feel free to ignore the person who hired you. That's it.
Zach, Rain, and Lexi is what he said.
It's now 10 o'clock.
I'm leaning towards that.
Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
Next chapter.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens would be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Ellis Monroe?
Yeah, send an officer to her house. I'd get a whole team of officers to her
I'll
house.
send Danny over. And that means there'll be nobody at the guest house. So be extra vigilant.
What do you mean you're sticking me with Danny?
What's wrong with
Danny is
Danny?
basically doing out a scream. I'm a sitting duck. Isn't there anyone else?
He's basically doing out a scream. The
Chief
chief.
Dupont? The only thing I've ever seen him run after is an ice cream truck. Fine. Danny it is.
He's
I just
basically
hope you
doing
know
out
what
a
you're doing.
scream. Oh. Oh. Is this when the killer strikes?
Sam, Ellis is still with us. Danny's inside the house now,
Holy
where I
shit,
told him
she's
to be in the
alive.
first place, so it's probably just luck that nothing happened. I think you should check back in with the tarot readers, though. They say they've got a new target.
It's 11 o'clock. I'm Poe, and this is your August update.
Okay.
Police
so
investigating
she
the murder of
survived with doing out a
21-year-old
scream.
Dorota Shaw say they are getting closer to apprehending the killer. The death of Miss Shaw, who was found strangled at her home late last night, has sparked a massive police operation and caused alarm amongst August residents. Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she sends you all her love and hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. And Monroe, if you can hear me, I'm sending my love out to you too. That's 11 o'clock with Poe.
Sam, I have some bad news for you. I was gonna follow through and burn Mercury,
But
and it started shifting in front of me. Sam, it's you.
I'm the killer?
We can't predict that. The next victim,
Oh.
it's you.
I'm the victim. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Why me?
I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target.
It doesn't like that
I've called Chief Dupont already.
and been investigating.
He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest?
Who do you think, Chief?
During that whole thing with Alice, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and Violet. I don't want to believe it's Violet, but that's why you're here. You're impartial. Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just Give me a name.
All three of them actually don't have an alibi. But it's got to be Zach. this
Zach,
time.
I don't trust him either. He's definitely creepy. I'll go and pick him up myself. With all the information you've given me, I think it'll be enough. Maybe he'll confess too. That would help. Good luck, Sam. If you've picked the wrong person, you're still in danger.
Sam, you asked for these earlier. Make sure
Did
you
I
get some
not?
sleep now. You'll need it. Night.
So is that why she was walking up and down the hallway with scissors? Because I asked for them. Weird flex, but okay.
I'm sorry, that was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
Was that poetry or a suicide note? Oh, fuck. Did we guess right? It had to have been Zach. Last week it was Violet. But
Hello,
this week it
sleepyhead.
was...
I'm so glad to see you
Holy
alive.
shit, it was Zach. Whew.
Enjoy
Did I
the
win?
journey, Sam. Don't think of things as ending. Something new is beginning. Zach is still locked up. He's being charged for murder. Travelers don't like being incarcerated, so they'll have jumped realities already. It's not something that a jury will believe. The shell they've left behind won't remember what they've done. And spend a life in prison. All we can do is try and stop the next one. Sam, come with us, please. We could really use someone like you and, well, just... will you? Really?
Yeah.
Hey, sweet cheeks. You did good. Real good. You win. Alexi hug. Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you. You too?
Sure.
Sam.
I ain't guessing him.
I know. There's been a lot of death going around. Look, however this pans out, I just wanted to say thank you. Chief DuPont was going to screw everything, but you kept it all together. The riot was stopped. But there's tens, if not hundreds, going on all the time, so we got to keep going. I don't know if Bron asked in the end, but I hope you're coming with us.
Yeah, no, she asked.
I really do.
I'm gonna join your little cult.
I didn't think you'd leave without saying goodbye.
Yeah, no, you're a home wrecker.
Sam, you already did. That's why I'm here talking to you.
Sam, you did good. I thought you would. I mean, not that I've got a signed confession or anything. Yet. Apparently, they don't remember anything about the murders, but Bronwyn seems pretty convinced it's over. Well done. I hear you're leaving town with the tarot readers. That's a real big shame. You were starting to fit in here. But good luck to you. You're doing what many of us have died
There are bigger
trying.
issues elsewhere that I can deal with.
August. And I've stuck to my word. That problem you had, I buried it. The coroner's report was going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
I am Dorota. I am 21 years old. I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello. I love all string instruments, but cello is rich and deep and soothing, at least to me. No, cello is my hobby, but my real passion is... It's silly, it sounds silly. Well, I would like to build a time machine. I know. But it is possible. I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you? Because you did well.
No. Oh.
And you know what happens when you do well? Augmentation.
No.
Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14.
Oh, bye.
Debriefing 3204.
Once
Do
we're
you have
burning feelings? Yes.
Do plants have
Plants
It
have
hasn't
feelings?
worked.
Yes. I was told. So I think we just about got all of the achievements now. We got a good few of them last week. I'm 20 out of 21. I'm missing the big sleep. You got yourself killed. I assume that's for completely messing it up the entire time. No, maybe that's for another day, or, maybe I'll just do that offline, because I can skip most of the scenes for that last achievement, but for the time being, I'm going to call that a session. Break, and go get dinner and whatnot. Maybe I'll be back later on for some other game for a stream, we'll see. Who knows? Just gotta wait and see, but do keep an eye on the Twitter and the Discord, because that's where I'll say one way or the other. I'm gonna see who's live to read, send a little love to, so do stick around for that. And I'll catch y'all maybe later.